It's time for Mission Country on the road. So grab yourself some coffee and invite some of your friends and get ready for the best in positive message country music. And now, here is Mike Manuel.
All right, well, here I am. I started off looking at the wrong place tonight. Hey, I'm Mike Manuel. Good to have you guys right here with us tonight at Mission Country on the Road. Now, we've got a special guest set up for you tonight. Two wonderful people that I'm just falling in love with every time I see them. It's a little more. They're just our kind of people. And I want you to make welcome our guests, Sam and Tempe.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
How you doing?
Glad I did the same thing. I'm looking over at the wrong place.
Who am I?
And if it looks like Tempe's sitting in Sam's lap, she almost is. But
he doesn't mind.
He don't mind.
He
that, I
likes
guarantee you.
Bring it on.
But anyway, we're so glad to have you guys on, and we're working Tish to death, so it'll take her a minute to get everything rolling here. But I see some YouTube folks coming on. Hey, Steve Noble, good to see you. And we'll have some, there we go. We got 42 people. They're just waiting for me to get my stuff together.
Man.
Who we got here? Casita. I butcher names. Betty Kaufman, Bonnie Woods, Marlene Meinhardt, James Sr., Harriet, Brenda Ralph, Tompkins, James. If you guys see any of your people.
I'm just impressed. Well, I'm realizing here at Mike that I should have worn my glasses. Oh my God.
Oh, I thought you could see at least as good as me.
You know, it's funny. I'm like, if I squint a little bit, isn't that funny? Like, oh, ding, ding, ding. It starts, time goes by, and the eyes are not what they used to be. But I sure am grateful to be here, you guys, and so is Sam, and we love this man so much, and we love Tish.
I don't know why it looks like I'm taking up half the stage.
Well,
It's
your
see
show.
how that bothers me?
Yes. This is your baby, though.
Hey,
I'm
we're
happy.
having a time, and we're gonna bounce around here. Don't go anywhere and forget about that whole 45-minute deal, because it's not gonna happen tonight. It's gonna be a little more, I'm sure. But like I tell people, this is our show. We get to do what we want to, and you wonderful people will be right here with us. I know. I tell you what, I'll
You gonna kick us off?
I'll kick this thing here with something.
Sweet.
I actually know what you're talking about.
Wichita.
All right, let me see what I'm at. That threw me back years. I'm looking at the back of a record album right now. It's got Buford, got blood all over his apron. You know what?
Oh my God.
We did that as a church skit 2 or 3 times. I remember that. Let me see what that made me forget what I'm doing. As you can see, we're going to have a good time. I'm going to try to get this thing going. Hello, Shelly. Shelly's on and keeping a watch on us. Shelly will let us know if we're sounding good or if I'm making too much noise. I'm hoping our good buddy Robbie Lynn is over there. Robbie?
Where are you at, brother?
Man, we sure appreciate the share if you give it to us.
Love that man. Sunday's kind of country.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, let me quit all this mess here and see if I can get going here.
Say even before you get going.
You sure can. I guess so. I know I can.
Welcome to my world.
No, you just amaze me. You and Tish.
Oh.
You guys. Oh my God. You guys are incredible. You're absolutely incredible. I'm amazed and I'm grateful to be here. And I'm gonna now shut my fire hole.
Not likely.
All right, now I didn't even have me a song figured out what I was going to do. We don't have a song that we start with like you guys got a cool song. These songwriters got their own cool little theme song.
Said the songwriter.
Said the amazing freaking songwriter over
But
here.
anyway,
Incredible.
Stacy Ware. I'll call out names. Okay, over here is YouTube.
Oh, okay.
On the right.
So cool.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you guys. You can put your glasses on. Well, Sam's got
I
it.
got mine on.
Yeah.
You probably got yours in your purse. I see you squinting.
I am
I
squinting.
know that look.
You're telling. I know. It's funny. It's just I've been using Sam's readers a lot. I'm just so impressed.
Woo, anyway.
It's cool. There's some
I'm going to have to let you start. I'm trying to think of what I was going to do. I've lost my way here.
Did I mess y'all up when I said Wichita? Wichita.
You need to be nice.
I'm messing with my brother Mike.
All right.
Boys.
Some of you may know what we're talking about. Some of you may not. But anyway, let's see who said that. Sandy Rittman. We love you, King. They'll talk amongst themselves. Sometimes I talk to them and they're talking to somebody else. Y'all know how it is. We got 100 people on here. Let's do something.
y'all,
What do you say? I mean, let's get this thing
Heck
going.
yeah. Speak.
Well, you're never gonna find me in a three-piece suit. You ever start in the wrong key?
Often.
Well, you're never gonna find me in a three-piece suit, judging and condemning all the folks in the pew. Religion never did what grace can do for the lost. And this guitar I play, it makes a fine pulpit. I can sing you a sermon you'll never forget, and I do it all from the countryside of the cross. Yeah, the countryside of the cross is where I come from. A little west of Calvary, that place where grace was born. Real good news music coming to you outside of the box. So come on, you see, all your debts were nailed to the tree. There's still a whole lot of room at the countryside of the cross. Now I thank God for Twitty, Haggard, and Jones. I learned a lot from their country songs. Drinking, cheating, and love all come with a cost. So I write about life and baptize it in faith. Add some peace and joy and amazing grace. Give the devil a fit from the countryside of the cross. Yeah, the countryside of the cross is where I come from. It's just a little west of Calvary, that place where grace was born. It's real good news music coming to you outside of the box. So come on, you see, all your debts were nailed to the tree. There's still a whole lot of room at the countryside of the cross. Now you just give me 3 minutes and I'll tell you all you need to know. 'Cause I'm not gonna try to be something I'm not. It's in my soul. Not gonna waste your time, mess you around, preach about your rights and wrongs. So come on, you see, all your debts were nailed to the tree. There's still a whole lot of room at the countryside of the cross. Hey, Betty, there's still a whole lot of room at the countryside of the cross. And if I was Sam, I'd play that out and make it pick out and make it sound good. Oh, and thank you guys.
Amazing.
Hey, this song right here, you know, is about as, how do I say this, churchy as I want to get. Sometimes, if you look at my history and follow my music, the songs that I've written over the years, you'll definitely see an evolution of me coming out of the judgmental, all those kind of Christians you don't like. And I say this often, and some people, they think I'm just making a joke, but it's really the truth. The only thing wrong with the church today is Christians.
He's not
Now
scared.
figure that out, you know. I will say stuff and these people know. Hey, so glad you guys are here. And there's Iris Frisbee, Mary Sowers, Angela Cagle's on. Why don't you guys do something? Just make yourself at home.
Okay.
No rush, no, just, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm kind of nervous being here, to be honest with you, because
Oh, my
I've been
goodness.
watching this.
I know, and they're
And
fancy,
being here is kind of
y'all.
like,
yeah.
you know, because you're kind of like our Elvis in this
You
world.
are,
Oh,
dude.
Lord.
You are, and I am nervous too.
Thank you.
I'm just grateful.
No,
to
thank
be
you
here.
very much. I don't know what it is.
Have you got enough room?
I'm good. I'm so
we,
happy.
we can move you.
Thank you. And actually, I gotta say, you can kind of see my boots, right?
She's got her boots on.
My our buddy Bruce Bowers, he is awesome. These are custom made in Texas,
man.
Mike. He
I like
is,
Texas
yeah,
now.
he's bar none boots, and he would be happy to know that I actually have footwear on my feet tonight, because what I was going to say is when we do ours at home, our little Sam and Tempe home in the country, I don't think we've done one show yet, Mike, where we had shoes on.
Well, as all the folks can see, you can't see.
Yeah, there you
Okay,
go.
so you don't know what's going on down there.
Sometimes I would be lying to say, because I actually have real pants on. Now, I think I've worn real pants every time we've done our thing.
As far as I know, you
Well, meaning
have.
I always have pants on, of course. It's a family show. But meaning, like, I don't think I've even worn stretchy pants yet, and it's going to happen. I'll wind up eventually doing our thing in my pajamas. I'm pretty ding-dang-do sure, so it's going to happen.
Ooh,
But I gotta
Lord,
tell
it's
you,
already getting warm in here.
do you know what I'm having? Not only is this man a freaking rock star over here, I wish you could, well, I know Tish, she zooms in, it's amazing. I'm just amazed how you guys do all this. You're both just rock star superstars.
Yeah.
I'm having eyelash envy.
I don't know how we do it either.
This man, wow, your eyelashes are so long and beautiful.
They are?
They are.
Somebody told me that one.
Oh my
time.
goodness.
Sort of giving me feelings I
Mine
don't
are
understand
not.
over
I
here.
have very stubby little eyelashes, so.
All I can see is I'm taking a path to stage,
I
and that's
admire them. I
bothering me.
don't envy them. I admire them. But this is,
That's
yeah,
right.
so we'll do this and sing a little song.
Do something.
I'm
Then
just
we're going to
happy.
find out a little bit about you guys.
Okay. I love you, baby.
Can't talk and play, sorry.
Man, I can't believe the way things are turning out today. My cereal bowl's chock full of Lucky Charms. Woke up from the sweetest dream, and you were lying next to me. Now I got happy tattooed on my
Oh, that's pretty right there.
life is good. Life is good. Life is good. Right here where we are.
Brushed my teeth and combed my hair and headed out the door to where the sky just seemed a little extra blue. And filled with songbirds, tweedledees, and honey suckle on the breeze. And I can't help but think it's 'cause of you. Life is good. Hey, life is good. Life is good. So far. Oh, life is good. Hey, life is good. Life is good.
Right here where we are. And there's a long, long way to go. Some folks say you never know what might be waiting round the bend. Come what may. Until then, life is good. Yes, so good. So good. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We may not have much of nothing, but what we got is truly something upon which you cannot put a price.
Yeah, we've got our little piece of heaven. Along the way we've learned this lesson. You can live on love and beans and rice.
And life is good.
Life is good.
Hey, life is good.
Life is good.
Life is good.
Life is good so far. Oh, life is
Hey,
good.
life is good.
Life is good.
So good.
Life is good. Right here where we are.
Right here where we are.
Oh, man, that's good stuff right there.
Thank you, thank
That's
you.
so smooth. You guys, I'm telling you right now, y'all looking so good.
Aw,
Man,
thank
you know,
you. You're awesome.
Your cameras are a lot closer and a lot more highly defined than ours.
Yeah.
I don't need that. I do my
I
best
think you
work.
guys look great.
I do my best
look
work a
great.
little pixelated and dark and in the
I
background.
know we're a little further away. I was telling Tish because the other night, like on Monday, I woke up and I talked about this on ours on Home in the Country on Tuesday. Like I had a boulder in my eye. I
Why
don't
aren't
know.
you saying that?
So yeah,
Talk
so
about
I
it.
didn't put on makeup and I probably scared people. I would definitely be scaring. Had it been this close, the other yeah, scare people.
Hey, I want to mention that Tish has put it right there on the screen. Sam and Tempe have a Home in the Country show. It's a Facebook show like this, and you can go there. Now, the only problem that I see is they come on at the same time we do on Monday. So we'd probably just be nice and say it's all right if you want to go see them, and just come back. You know what I mean?
Y'all can watch ours later.
Oh, but anyway, they've got their social media there on the screen, and I want to encourage you to go to their website, TempletonThompson.com, and just you can watch videos. They got a lot going on. They're being all sweet and humble and everything, but they got a lot going on, and they sound good, and I'm just honored that they're here. I told you it was going to be good, and I'm so glad that they're here. And I'm not just saying that. Hey, Brent, good to see you. Brent has a show called Being Home. And Brent, I hope you're doing better. He's been having trouble with his back, been out of work, and all kind of stuff. So
sending you love, Rockstar Cowboy.
Yeah, our prayers are with him. He'll get better.
Yeah.
Let's see if I got everybody. I think we do. William Darrell Woods, who we got? He said he needs it. Boy, we all do. But I know you guys probably have scanned through the show and kind of see a little bit of what we do. But
Absolutely, it's awesome.
I come from a very, what do they call it, right-wing, legalistic, religious background where it was almost like, what's the sin this week?
Oh,
Yeah.
What else can we not do? You know, that was kind of how I was raised.
Yeah.
And along the way, you know, and I wouldn't take anything for the early years because it shows me my journey, my transition. And so I write about, just like you guys do, probably real life and things that happen to you. Those are the coolest songs.
That's what I
When
think.
you write stuff that's
right there.
who you are, you know. And so anyway, and so I tell people, every once in a while, I'll feel just a real sweet, be a real sweet feeling come in, and I can't leave it alone. I have to that part of me that's, you know.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I try to keep. That's why I love you guys' music, because it's just good music, you know. It's and I really mean that. And I remember along the way a few years back when I would sit down to write, I had to struggle to keep from my old religious person overtaking that song. I had to literally say, okay, you can't say this. No more scriptures. You know, and I would do that. And I did, and I kind of trained myself. And you guys know Robbie with Sunday's Kind of Country.
Yeah.
And Robbie always played my music for probably as long as you guys have known him. I've known him 21, 22 years. You may have known him longer than that, but he has. He's always played my music, and I've always been thankful for that. But I encourage him to keep playing that stuff. You know, positive, good, something that'll help you. Not just, you know, you call it feel good songs, but songs that do something for you. I know Sam. I haven't listened to all you guys' stuff. I've heard this, but I know Sam. He likes to tell some stories, so he likes to do that, and I love that. And he does a great job. And there's a couple of them. But anyway, here I'm getting all talky, and then our time will go away. And
But you're right. We all just need lifting up. I mean, we're all the same. So
yeah,
we're
we
all
are.
feeling the same
And
feelings and all loving. We just need to love on each other.
that's it. And that's what's going on in this world today. We just need a little help. People always talk about one thing we don't do. Tish and I, we don't watch the news.
Oh, she's
Good,
smart.
good plan.
I absolutely know that it's all. I know more about it than I should.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to know more about it. And so I like real stuff, and that's why I like what's going on around here tonight. All right, folks, don't forget, we want you to go to TempletonThompson.com. I want you to go to that website. You don't have to do it right this minute, but go, and there's videos on there. That reminded me of something, because I was thinking about Michael Martin Murphey. I don't know him, I do know the Merritts. You guys know the Merritts out of Oklahoma?
Yes. Do we know how Doris is doing, by the way?
I think Doris is doing great.
Yeah, she is.
She just quit fooling with doctors. They got mad at her. Okay. She made up her mind.
She's kind of doing more the natural thing, huh?
Yeah, and I think
Good, Doris. Mwah. We love you guys.
She's a little skinny, but I mean, hey, I'm sure that's not bothering her. But she's happy.
Couple,
As a matter of fact, I usually see them a couple of times a year, once anyway. And I missed that trip this year, but
we haven't seen them in a long time, but you know how we know them is because of Murph. That's how we even got to meet them. Because of that whole connection.
Wow.
Doing Murph's granddaughter's fundraiser.
I want to say this, and then we're going to sing, okay? Because I'm good. But you know, it's like you get around somebody and it brings something up.
Yeah.
Years ago, like I said, I come from one of them old time holy rolling. I don't know what you know about that, but I was there. I was in the middle of it. Okay.
Sure, yeah, gotcha.
And the story was told to me that Martin Murphy, went to one of these churches. And he was actually a church that was in the same group that we were in. I think it was in Austin.
Really?
And he wrote a song. Now this is all hearsay, so I'm hoping that next time you guys
maybe I can
that
ask
you can
him.
run it by him, because I would. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And what it was. Let's see, what did he say? I'm trying to remember some of the words. It was so funny because I must have been about 15, 16 years old when I heard this, because this church in Austin was like they were the same as us, so to speak, but they were really liberal, and they had Christian rock sometimes. They were just out there, And but he came to one of their services and must have been amazed at all the things going on, and kind of wrote a song about it.
Okay.
And there was a line in it that says, "I can't stand it no more. I've got to get on the floor and do some holy roll."
Oh my God!
And this was part, and his verse was like, something like, "I wish I was on the river fishing for perch. It's not surprising how the children close their eyes and sleep a ride through church," something like that. And I just heard this. I want you to confirm that if you will.
Do you know what's funny? What you just did there for me, because when I hear perch, I am back in Texas. That's really wild. Like that always brings me back to my
yeah, they call them crappie, but we always call them sun perch.
Yeah.
That's what we fish for.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Hey, folks, you guys have been wonderful. Here we got 93 hanging with us here and dealing with all of our nostalgic stuff we got going on here. But anyway.
We're just visiting. We love all y'all.
These are the kind of songs that I like to sing, and I want to do this song tonight. And we will do Phone in Heaven, I promise you, if we have to run over. But this kind of goes along with what I was saying, being from that background, my uncle died, and he literally died drinking. I mean, you know the scene, you come back and you find him and the bottles, and we always knew he had a drinking issue. But that was, I happened to be in Texas when he died, and they had the funeral. And so I knew how everybody around there felt about that. I mean, they literally, and I won't say how everybody, I don't know how everybody felt, but our teaching was that it's too bad.
Yeah.
This boy's messed up.
Yeah.
You don't leave like that and it's over.
Yeah.
But he had his old guitar down there, and they asked me if I'd sing a little song and so I just got the guitar, and I was by the coffin there, casket, and I sang this song. But while I was there, it's like something just come out of me, and these inspirations that hit you. It happens with songwriters, and it said, "Uncle Bud's all right."
Oh wow!
And I'm looking around at 200 or 300 people that don't think Uncle Bud's anywhere close to being all right.
Wow.
And so. And I was even struggling with it. We used to say, "All right, devil, quit talking to me because, it's got to be you." But anyway, I just kind of put that back. I didn't say anything about it. And a little later on that day, after the service was over, my dad came up to me and he said, "Mike, when I walked by for the viewing of the casket," he said, "something come all over me and said that Uncle Bud was all right."
Wow.
And I thought,
Wow.
I didn't talk to you about this. And so we're getting this
That's cool.
inside stuff going on. And it did go over well with this thinking. And his sister, who is still, still wonderful people, and she had a dream. And in the dream, she had a vision or vice versa, I don't know what it was, but it was Bud coming to her and said, "Don't worry about me, sis, I'm all right."
Mm.
Wow. And so I knew it went against everything I'd ever been taught. And so I wrote this song, and I remember when I sang it first time for my mom, just after I wrote it, and she just cried and cried and cried. And I hope she's on here tonight. Her name's Patsy, if you see her.
That's beautiful.
Bud was the kind of guy that you just didn't like to be around him unless he was pretty well lit. He was obnoxious. He had his head down. He had all kind of problems, but get him a little something in him, and he was fun to be around. And
so he's a happy drunk.
he was.
That's what it sounded. Yeah.
But he had a few deals.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm dragging this on, and I don't mean to, but it's important. But
I bet this makes him smile every time.
I'm telling you, he come to me. He and his brother had a big, still successful flame cutting business in Houston, Texas, and they'd had. I remember they used to get new cars together. They'd get new Lincolns, and they just had all this stuff. And old Bud would do good for a while, and then he'd just like throw it to the wind, And you sing this over and over again. Yeah. And I'll tell you stuff when we get off here, maybe, if I remember. But anyway, I knew, and he come to me one time, kind of like when you're just tired of all of the trying to be successful, and he said, "Let's just go to Colorado. Let's go to Montana. Let's just go out there. I'll help you build you a little cabin. You help me build one, and we'll just live out there." And one of his favorite songs was "Big City Turn Me Loose" by Hack. And that was really the way he felt. And several times during his life, he'd turn up missing. And we'd find out he'd been to Colorado, he'd been to Montana. And he just went out there. But anyway, you'll get this here. This is so I wrote the song, called it His Colorado.
Oh, I love that.
Uncle Bud, God rest his soul, was always trying to get out west. Revive forgotten times and old folklore. One night at the bottom of a bottle, he found something worth dying for, and built his own Colorado on a peaceful, distant shore. I bet you're probably thinking, there's no way this could be true, when a lot of Bible-thumping Christians would concur. And even though I wasn't in that room, I know God's love has never failed. And Colorado can take your breath away, I've heard. If they could see him now, oh, they'd understand things are seldom what they seem. Did the bottle kill him? Oh, or did it set him free? No, I don't believe he died alone on his rocky mountain high, as he built his Colorado in some sweet by and by. Now the next time that I see him, he won't look the same. Maybe then we'll know just what God's love can really do. Then all those doubting believers, they'll have a smile upon their face as his Colorado takes even their breath away. Oh, if they could see him now, oh, they'd understand things are seldom what they seem. Did the bottle kill him, or did it set him free? No, I don't believe that he died alone on his Rocky Mountain high as he built his Colorado in some sweet by and by. As his spirit moves on the winds that blow, you can hear him say, don't cry. I made it to Colorado. Tell Linda I'm all right. It's Colorado.
Yeah,
Wow, that's beautiful.
Oh, and you know what?
Got a chicken skin there.
Dang, I know. I'm like,
That's what was going on with that, and that happens to me sometime, and that's all right. It's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
But
it's beautiful. I know. I bet that makes him smile big time.
it does, and I really believe it because it was not me hoping, saying, thinking. It was a shock to me
Wow.
the way it happened. But anyway,
It's amazing.
that's just one I love.
It's beautiful.
That's awesome.
And
That's on the new
Colorado
countryside
is
of the cross there too. You guys ought to get it.
beautiful.
What do you
Yeah.
guys got?
We have our
I know you.
countryside
Oh yeah.
coffee
Yeah, we
cups
do.
and some yummy
It's
coffee
good coffee.
that the amazing Miss Trish
Tish
made. It's
Tish
really
can make
yummy.
some good coffee.
Mhm.
She's just good.
She
It's
does
good and
it.
strong.
Now, folks, you can get those countryside of the cross cups right there. Those are big 12 ounces now. That'll hold some stuff.
Yeah, that holds you some. Yeah, I'll keep you going.
And if you're missing Mom, I'm drinking out of the Phone in Heaven coffee mug, and you can get that too. So anyway, let me shut up and let these people come on and sing something.
I don't
We
know
gonna
that I'm
fancy
all that
bag.
grateful that you've given Templeton that much coffee because she's pretty energy packed anyway.
Might be awake all night long.
Well, the night is young.
We might have should have gone with the smaller coffee for her. I'm just
It's all
saying.
good. It's all good. Are you guys? And this is. I want everyone to see my fancy.
Your road
This
case.
is my road case. Is that fancy or what? It is a Ziploc bag. I
It's
have
a new Ziploc bag.
And it's a new Ziploc bag. Oh yeah, there. Look. It comes complete with a kazoo.
Yeah,
I
let's
never
don't pull that
travel.
out
I
tonight.
always travel with my kazoo. It's very important. I'm known to do a kazoo solo every now and again.
We
Woo!
won't let that happen
I know,
tonight. I
yeah.
promise.
Hey, y'all do us something here, and I'm
Yeah,
looking
that's
forward. I'm
beautiful,
trying to
right?
get to know these guys a little better, vice
I
versa.
think we need to write some songs.
We got to write some songs. I got a few thoughts.
I
Come
would
on.
like that very
We'll
much.
talk to y'all later. We're going.
We're having a good time. This is what it's all about. Just real stuff. Real
Oh,
stuff.
maybe I'll do a nice thing for everybody, and I'll tune my guitar. I'm
Not a bad
sorry.
idea.
I thought I had already done that, but as I'm doing that, Mike, it's like hearing that beautiful song. I was thinking, it made me think of my grandpa. When did he pass, baby? Was it last? It was
summer.
last summer. It was last July. And I kid you not, he and I wrote a song as he
Cool.
was passing. I swear to God, it was really, really wild. It was like I knew when he was going, and I think I'm going to. I must have switched this around, but I knew he was moving on, and he loved to dance.
Oh yeah.
My grandpa loved to dance.
Yeah.
We have a song called Stillhouse Jane. My uncle, my wild and crazy uncle in Virginia makes legal moonshine. Y'all, he's on the Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
He's on
Wild
that
thing.
show,
He's on that
Moonshiners.
show.
Okay, yeah.
He's on that show.
I
And
like
forgive
that
me,
show.
I thought I'd gotten this all tuned up. But I'll tell you, and I can do this. I can walk and chew gum. I swear to God I can do this. But if you're ever watching the show, I don't know what have I done, honey? Did I get it backwards or something? Something happened with my tuner. Anyway, but if you ever find yourself in Culpeper, Virginia, right? Culpeper, Virginia. Yep. You can go to Belmont Distillery in Culpeper, Virginia, and you can go tour the Moonshine Still with Uncle Chuck and Aunt Jeanette. And they are awesome. And Uncle Chuck, I always tell folks, it's really wild. I swear, if you took a picture of Buddy Epsom,
not like the Epsom salt.
yeah, I did it. I always say Epsom, like the Epsom salts, but Epsom, Jed Clampett, right? And then you superimpose that picture over my you guys need to talk amongst yourselves.
That's the one. That's the culprit right there.
I don't know what I've done here, but anyway.
And I thought I had trouble with
They
it.
look. It's really wild. It's like Uncle Chuck and Uncle Jed Clampett. They're like doppelgangers for themselves. I swear.
Try now, see. You may be there. Yay!
Sounds pretty good.
Sorry about that, y'all. But I kid you not. Seriously, if you ever find yourself in Culpeper, they love for people to come visit. And we made a video of the song. It's called Stillhouse Jane. And the day we were making it, because I can't touch the stuff, it would be like dinner in a show.
Yeah.
Like a lot of shows
Yeah.
would be not good. But when we were making the video, they were making, and like the fumes were.
Wow.
I'm not sure that I didn't get a contact buzz. But it's worth a Google if you look up Stillhouse Jane, because you can see
Jane, I gotta check that
my
out.
grandma and grandpa dancing. But that's why I kind of was talking about that, because it was wild, Mike. It was like, so it's just amazing how
Cool.
those things come.
I'm glad that stirred up that memory.
Yeah, it did. It's amazing. Am I close enough?
What are we doing here?
We're going to do Ride a Wide Circle. Speaking
Okay.
of the
Oh
amazing,
yeah, that's good stuff.
amazing Michael Martin Murphy, and goes like this, called Ride a Wide Circle. There. Oh, hello. Hello. All right. Do you want to kick it off, Wichita? Packed up and tacked up, hitting the train. What lies ahead, heaven knows. Road is wide open, light your own tail. So here's how I wish for you as you go.
stuff. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Whew.
That's fun.
Are you warming up back there?
I'm definitely warm.
I'm telling you,
I'm
right now,
definitely warm.
I'm actually in a cooler spot. I'm usually back there where you are.
So where I can feel it. Oh yeah.
It's
like,
nice. It's real heat.
It's quite
real,
lovely,
real.
and I'm hot. I'm cold. I'm always I'm all over the map.
All right. Hey, thank you so much, everybody, for coming on here. Vicki Davis, Janie Collins. I want to be sure and remember everybody here. Paul. I'm not even going to try. Janie Collins. We're going to give away a CD around here tonight, and if hopefully, you know, we've been having people enter and themselves as going, but then not being here. We called that 4 names last night. We couldn't even give a CD away. I don't know what the deal was.
That's no fun.
But we're going to figure that out. Hey, Carolyn, isn't this great?
Hey, we'll give one away too. Should we give one away too?
Yeah, that's up to you guys.
I'd be honored to.
Hey, I marked myself as going. Does that mean I'm in the running? Can I maybe possibly walk out of here with a Mike Manuel CD?
Well, I would.
I think that might be cheating. I don't know.
Well, I would say that, except that we've already drawn, and
Yeah, so.
I'm sorry to say I didn't see your name.
Well, fine. That's all right.
We know who has them though, so it's no big deal. Diane Storms, have you?
Hey, that's my cousin.
She's our
I was just about to ask you.
There she is. Mwah. We love you, Diane. They are our amazing Alabama family. Our blood
All right.
kin. Oh my
Thank
God,
you for coming
guys are
on.
watching. Yay! Isn't he amazing? I told y'all he was amazing. He's amazing.
Thank you.
It's Miss Tish. Yay! That's
Bert
awesome.
Murphy. Anyway.
And Jonathan, they're our Arkansas family. Mwah.
Hey,
I love
y'all.
you, Jonathan. And
Van
Andrew.
Zant, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, and Adria, they're big time horse folks.
Yeah.
Mike, and they have been so good to us and support us big time.
You know, I've been around horses and stuff all my life. I grew up in Shepherd, Texas. I don't know if you guys ever know this. That's on 59.
Okay, yeah.
One of my best friends in school was Gary Parker. His dad was the sheriff that they had the big deal about. They were waterboarding people or something.
Oh, no. Wow.
They made a movie about it. I mean, it was a
Really?
mess, you know. They were,
Huh.
and we used to go down there and sing to those prisoners. I remember
Oh,
that.
wow.
But anyway,
Wow.
yeah, funny how you get on that stuff. But
That's wild.
from Shepherd, and so I forgot what I was going to say. I got messed up with Humpy.
No,
His name was Humpy Parker. That was what
Humpy
they called him.
Parker.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Cold Spring, which is about 10 miles from Shepherd, was the county seat, and that's where the jail and everything was.
Now, it's bad when you're a Texan, and I'm going, where is that near? I feel, ugh. Sometimes I do that because I...
Well, you know where Houston's at.
Oh,
You got to
yes.
know.
Yep.
All right, there's really 2 arteries out of Houston that go north.
Which, yeah,
One
59.
goes 59
Yeah.
and one's 45
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Dallas.
yeah. Okay,
If you
right.
go the 59 route, you're going to come up through Humble. Some people
Yeah,
call
yeah,
it
yeah.
Humble.
Okay.
And you keep going. You're
Humble,
going to run
yeah.
into New Caney, Splendora.
Yep.
I got
Okay.
family in a lot of them places there, and Cleveland and Shepherd.
Okay.
So anyway.
Because
something
I was
like that.
going to tell him myself a little bit. It's really bad.
And,
We were doing a Texas radio tour.
Yeah.
And, you know, hailing from Texas and all, right? And we drove all over the great state of Texas promoting our song. It's called If I Didn't Need the Money. And anyway, it's kind of embarrassing. We were in Mahia,
Mhm.
and I called it Mexia. That was real nice, wasn't it? Being a Texan, I was
It's
mortified.
spelled
And I
like
said it
that.
on the air like that, and I'm like, oh my God, because I'm from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, from Glen Rose, born in Cleburne. I'm like, that is not good for a
Wow.
Texan to mispronounce.
I'm going to let you in on something. I've heard of Mahia all my life, and I've seen the sign that says Mexia, and I've never put those two together.
Oh, that's fine. So, okay.
I've never put those
Okay.
two together.
Okay,
Never.
well, I feel a little better then, because I'm
No wonder I never could find that Mahia sign.
I'm not the only
Oh,
one. It
anyway.
makes me feel a lot better. Thank you.
Well, let's see here. Let me do that phone in heaven so these people, if I don't do it, you know.
Yay.
Yay.
And this, you know, this song's been a real blessing. We are getting very close to having 3 million views on YouTube, which is,
Amazing.
they always told me it's harder to get YouTube views than is Facebook. I don't know, but anyway. Facebook, and I say this because people say, well, you're just bragging. Well, I am. And I'm a little mad because I didn't write this song, and I have to pay royalties on it.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking you wrote it.
I was going to. You know
I
the
meant
story.
to.
And I got tricked into recording it. What a great trick that turned out to be.
What a great trick.
But I added them up the other day, best I could tell. And it's when I say best I can tell, it literally means this thing went crazy, and you just can't find all the strings. There was a place called Country Daily and I looked on there one time and it had, I don't know, I mean a year and a half ago it had 7 million views.
Wow.
And then and then it, you know how it gets so far down you can't find it no more? I couldn't find it, so I just assume it has at least 10. I know it's got that many. And then I went to this other place, Good Old Country. It's a deal.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, they released it October of last year, and it has 10.6 million views.
No wonder you're so rich.
Robbie's got 42.5 million or something.
Wow.
I've got.
You're getting so much
I don't
love
know.
for that song.
I think it's about 70 million views, literally, and that's conservative, probably.
That's awesome.
And I say that because there are 2 videos, 1 song, but 2 videos.
I noticed that. Yeah, you've got 2. That's so
And
smart.
it's funny because some people call and want to order Phone in Heaven too. I said, well, I'm going to give you a bonus. You get Phone in Heaven 1 with it.
Hey,
Same
so
one.
Do I get to? So if I touch you, does that mean that I will, and then I touch Sam, that we will have the Manuel effect? Like, are you like Oprah? Is it like getting to? Because we're not even.
I can't say. I
Not
don't know.
close to that.
I don't even know what happened.
We have tens of views.
Well,
Tons of views.
well, you know, and so
And I'm grateful for them.
After that wonderful Mother's Day that started all of that, which Robbie and I were kind of together, working real close together that year, and we used to call Starbucks our office because we didn't have money or a place to call office.
Right.
And we met down there that when we released Phone in Heaven the first time, and we couldn't believe it. I mean, we had released a few videos and they had gotten 20 or 30,000 views, and it was great and that was wonderful. But we put this thing out and it had 300 or 400 before lunch, and it was like, oh my Lord, what's going on? And we were just, you know, so excited. And what's really exciting, and I say this all the time, is the tens of thousands of comments. People don't just stop by and say, pretty song, like the song. They give you the history. You guys have done it.
Yeah.
They start thinking about mom or dad who's passed on, and they name dates and times. And we had one lady early on that she went out to the cemetery where her mom was buried, and she walked around to each headstone and played this song.
Wow.
For the mothers. And somebody would say, well, that's just nuts. That's just, no.
Wow.
This is how the song,
Yeah.
it's infected people. And so, anyway.
Who wrote it? I'm curious who.
Bobby Reed. Bobby D. Reed. He's out of Hendersonville.
He's a happy man too.
He's, well, you know,
That's cool.
he might not be happy right now because I had to quit paying him. I was paying him too much.
Wow.
You ever heard of an artist get
Dang.
ahead?
I want to be. Yeah, I want to be in that.
Yeah, I want that too. But anyway, no, he wrote a great song, and I could go on. These guys have heard it.
It's beautiful.
I hope you're not in having any trouble with us having a good time, because you know that's what we do. And if you know, anyway, let me sing it. Well, good morning, Jesus. Yes, it's me again. But I didn't call this time to get forgiveness for all those sins. I called to talk to Mama, and I know she's there with you. If there's a phone in heaven, then Jesus put me through. Yeah, I don't care if you sing. And give me one more chance to tell her that I love her. Oh, let me hear her sweet voice one more time, for I want her to know how much I'm thinking of her. Oh, and if there's a phone in heaven, put my mama on the line. All those things I should have told her while I still had that chance. Oh, but one day, Lord, you took her with no warning in advance. And I'm begging now, please give me one last opportunity. Oh, and if you got a phone up in heaven, let my mama talk to me and give me one more chance to tell her that I love her. Oh, let me hear her sweet voice just one more time, for I want her to know how much I'm thinking of her. Oh, and if there's a phone in heaven, put my mama on the line. If there's a phone up in heaven, put my mama on the line. I love you, Mama, and all you mamas out there. Well, you got a little phone in heaven after all. We made it through another one. I don't know how many million times. I hadn't sung it a million times.
That's a great song.
That's beautiful.
That's a great
You
song.
sing it so beautiful. Wow.
Goes to show you what happens when a great song meets the right artist.
Yes.
Because you're the guy for that song.
That's what they tell me, you know,
really cool.
and I've had people try to steal that thunder, so to speak,
Yeah.
that have recorded it. And I've actually had arguments with people. That's not your song, that's somebody else's. I said, the somebody else you're talking about got it from me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Wow.
And I've had, and you know, it happens. I want people to know it happens. I've had people contact me through Messenger saying, that is my song.
Really?
I wrote that. And you got the idea for the video from me.
Oh.
Oh no, really?
Yeah. And I went and you know, so you go through all of that, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, and I always ask them, I said, what year did you write it? Because I know what year I got it, and it had been written 2 or 3 years before. Anyway, but you know, that stuff happens, and I just keep singing. I said, well, but I'm sorry, but the guy that wrote the one I'm singing is Bobby Reed, and I always give him credit for it because he did a great job.
It's a beautiful song. It really is. And
Bobby is the fastest songwriter I know.
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Yeah, and he's written some good songs. Of course, I can't think of it. He worked with T.G. Shepherd some, the
wow.
Kendalls, and
Oh wow.
and there's another thing I could tell you I won't say on the air.
Okay.
But he's legally blind, I believe. He can just barely see just a little place here for some reason. And I used to go over. I lived in Hendersonville when we first moved here in '95. I lived in Hendersonville, and I went over and you know kind of got a friendship going with him and then he said, well, let's walk. It'd be some good exercise. We'd walk and write. And I used to, because he couldn't see, I had to walk on the outside because he'd walk off.
Oh, yeah.
He'd walk off the path. But he'd say, I got this thought, Mike, he said, and he'd rattle it out. And I'm thinking, that's a pretty good thought. And I start, and before I could even get anything out of my mouth, he said, what do you think about this? And I mean, he had to just stop writing if you're going to code with him, you know.
Yeah,
But anyway,
wow.
he's a good
prolific
guy. He is amazing.
That's very cool. Speaking of prolific songwriters,
Were we speaking of that?
would you sing one for us?
I don't know. It's Mike's show, Mike.
No.
Would that be okay?
They hear me all the
Would
time.
that- shoot,
Yeah,
I can sit here and listen to you all
absolutely.
night. You're so amazing.
You're just
Mike.
saying that.
You're
just
amazing.
saying
This man right here taught me everything I know. And I Mr. Sam Gay. He's amazing. Because you were talking about moving here in 95. I moved here in 92. Clueless, Green as Grass. Terrible. I had like written one song and it was okay. It was okay.
It's a fine song.
But you know, you have to start somewhere, right? You have to learn.
You do, and I don't mean to interrupt. Carolyn says she's here to the end, so whatever the end is.
Oh, I love
Okay,
it. I
good,
love it.
Carol.
Thank you,
I
Carolyn.
love you.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm a painter. She had to put her name Painter Alma because Facebook thought she was trying to be something else. She had to reverse her name. That's really her
That's
name.
funny.
That's
That's
great.
really
Anyway.
great. I love it. Hey,
She's here to the end.
that's awesome.
Look, I'm
Here to
sorry
the
to
end.
interrupt you.
No,
Just
I
touching the
interrupted.
people here a little bit.
I interrupted you.
Matter of fact, can I do something right quick before
Yes,
you
sir.
go, and then I'll let you go.
Yeah.
We need to give a CD away.
All right.
And I've got a name here, and I want to call it out. Tish will put it up on the screen so we can see if you're here. Tonight's winner is D Hall, D-E-E Hall, and there it is on the screen. D, if you're here, just let us know. We want to send you a CD. And if you are here, we need you to private message us so we'll have your address. And you guys, I think they want to give you one too, or
If that's all right
or
with
you
her.
can give
If
somebody
that's
else. However you want to do
okay. If
it.
that's
Yeah.
okay, we'll just do. You won double.
That's fine.
I mean, and I hope you
They
like
won't.
it.
They won't be mad.
Okay, and it'll be this. I've just realized this is like my cheat sheet for my
Alright.
and I have titles and keys, so I remember what I do. But then I went, oh, it's one of our downloads. That way you'll know what you're getting. I'm gonna
Well, we can send them a CD
and we can
from our place.
we'll send
Yeah,
you.
we'll have the address. So if y'all want to do that, that's fine. That
We'll
way
send
you
you
guys
this
can
one.
connect.
Oh yeah. Sure.
D Hall, if you're here, let us know, and I'll let
Where you at, Dave?
Tippy go ahead and she'll be here. If she's here, she'll be here. If not,
Yeah.
we'll call it somebody else.
Well, there you go.
I love all that. I'm here to the end. You guys are great. That's really cool.
We
How
have the
fun.
best fans.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't, have you noticed that Facebook now rates your friends?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
They put top fan.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me, how do I get one of them top fans? I said, well, you got to be here as much as those that have them.
Top fan, that's right.
That's really
Regina,
cool.
good to have you. Emma Williams is Iris Frisbee. No, somebody. They said they haven't seen her. Sean hasn't seen her. Come on now, don't make me go through this again. D Hall, yay! See her right there on YouTube.
Yeah, there
I
she
see
is.
her. There she
Yeah,
is. Oh, so
Dee.
she's on YouTube. Way
Yeah,
cool.
she's on YouTube. Okay, Dee, we just need you to get the message. So if you can message us, we will get your address, and it's a special night because we're going to share that address with Sam and Tempe, and they're going to send you.
Now we'll know where you live, Dee.
Oh.
I'm just messing with you. I'm sorry.
I think you'll be all right. I think you'll be good.
I'm sorry.
All right, well, go ahead.
It's too much.
Continue
fun.
on. You was going to let Sam do something, right?
Yes, I would be honored, but
I would. Yeah, Sam's a great singer-songwriter.
Y'all are awful nice, and I don't know if I can handle the pressure now.
you're amazing, baby doll.
Before I play, Mike, thanks so much for having us over and having us on.
Yeah, it's all my honor, man. I'm telling you, I'm just honored you guys would do it.
Well, it's our pleasure to get to be here, and I hope we get to do some more stuff together. Because turns out we like each other too.
Just count me in when
I
you
think
get
we're
something.
kindred spirits.
Let me know. Yeah.
Sounds
Love
good.
it.
I want to do this one. I usually this is usually the last song I'll do of the night, but this is not the last song of the night. I know because we're not done.
Oh, we're not done.
Mr. Ben McGee just turned 93. Most folks would have never guessed his age. He farmed all his life, outlived his daughters, sons, and wife, and rarely spoke about his younger days. He kept an old silver tone hanging on his wall. Every night he'd take it down, play his favorite songs. He sang one for his country, one for his Lord, and he'd laugh when he sang about his old T-model Ford. He sang one for the woman that shared his life, and he saved that one for last, 'cause she always made him smile. Well, Mr. Ben McGee felt as fit as he could be. The morning they took him to home, though his mind was crystal clear, he would sometimes disappear and travel in his dreams back to the farm. There's old silver tone was hanging on the wall. He'd take it down, play his favorite songs. He sang one for his country, one for his Lord, and he'd laugh when he sang about his old T-model Ford. He sang one for the woman that shared his life. He'd save that one for last, 'cause she always made him smile. Mr. Ben McGee passed away in his sleep. I guess it was a peaceful way to go. So they sent for me to come and gather up his things. And as I sat there in his room all alone, his old silver tone was leaning against the wall. So I picked it up and I played his favorite songs. I sang one for his country, one for his Lord. I even laughed when I sang about his old T-model Ford. I sang one for my granddad who shared his life. I guess I saved that one for last, 'cause he always made me smile.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Woo.
I like them kind of songs. It was my kind of song right there now. Oh boy. Well, we're having a good time here, and of course we're running out of time, but
It flies, doesn't it?
isn't it amazing?
How do it
That was
do
an
that?
hour already.
Are you
Look at that.
serious? Already an hour.
I think
Tish
so.
is so cool. She's put Home in the Country logo up
Oh
there,
my
and
gosh,
she's put
you're-
ours. Thank you, Tish.
Guys
You're
fixed
awesome.
it.
Tish, you're amazing. Thank you.
Our thing, Mike, you already mentioned it. I'm gonna jump in and
Go
plug.
ahead.
7:30s.
7:30s.
7:30 p.m. Central
Yeah.
Standard Time
Yep.
on Tuesday nights. I know
Yeah.
we're head to
that's
head,
all right.
but we're just doing our little thing at Home in the Country. So y'all come over and visit us over there when you get a chance. You come back and see Mike, but come see us sometime, and if you'd like to, and if you like it, tell people.
We
about
want you
it.
to.
I'm
We want you to.
grateful.
And if you don't like it, then keep it quiet. But if you do like it, you know.
We ain't fancy
Hey.
like Mike and Tish are
Yeah,
now,
but this is-
we have a good time.
This is real stuff. These guys know they like real stuff, and they're wonderful people. And
Thank you.
I can't say no. Let me jump in here and do a little quick commercial. As you guys know, we do what's called the Mission Country Seed Pack, and we call it that because we believe if you buy all of our CDs, you must like us a little bit, and you're kind of in a way sowing into what we do, and you know that we are big givers around here, and we believe that you reap what you sow. You know, when I was raised, that was a bad thing. You're going to reap what you sow. They never told me the good side of
The
it.
good side of that.
Yeah, the good side, you reap what you sow.
There's
And
that
so
bad side.
that's why we call it the seed pack, because we think you should be a part of it. And anyway, you get 7 CDs. There are 84 individual songs on here. Nothing is repeated, and you get all of them for $90. Now we think that's a real good deal, and because if you just order one, it's going to cost you. I tell you, it'll cost you exactly $20.50, thanks to the high postage we have to pay. But when you buy the seed pack, you get all 7 songs. All of them were recorded right here in Nashville, and some of the best union pickers you can buy. And Lord, we had to pay them, I tell you. But we send it out in the U.S. priority mail. It'll come in one of these packages. Matter of fact, this is an actual package. And you'll get it in 2 to 3 mail days. That's what's so cool.
Well, isn't that amazing how that works?
I sent one the other day, and Hawaii is part of the United States. And I thought, well, this will take a while. And it spit that thing out and said it would be there in 2 days.
Really?
And I thought, oh, wow.
Yeah.
But anyway, in the U.S., the postage is included, and it will go right there. $90 postage paid. And we tell folks, there are folks that actually they can't afford it. They don't have the money. And we've all been there. Some of us are still there. But if you're blessed and you have a little extra, maybe your great aunt or uncle left you a little gold mine somewhere, and you want to help somebody else, we tell you, get one of these and pass them around. They make good Christmas gifts and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And be sure and go shopping at MikeManuel.com. We've got a lot of things going on the website. We finally got it fixed. We had a little problem, but we got it fixed, and so we're excited about that. So anyway, enough said about that. Man, what a great night this is.
This is so much fun.
I knew it was going to zoom by. And I really did try to turn this mic down. It seemed like it's louder in there. Boy, I'm closer to it. It's a different kind. I like that one there.
It's cool. It's kind of like bluegrass style.
Yeah, and it picks up on both sides, and you should have seen me in here trying to do this sound. I am not a sound tech. I'm not.
You got it right.
I'm thinking it's sounding pretty good. I hope it sounds good to you guys. I'm looking forward to spending time with you guys and doing some writing. That's something I don't do near enough of, with other people. I'm one of those guys that I'll get a thought and it stacks up and then
it just falls out. Well, as a songwriter and in the town of Nash Vegas, that's a big deal though, to be able to write by yourself. That's so important. I think that makes you a stronger writer. Any writers out there?
But something I noticed the other day, and every once in a while I'll get all my stuff out.
Yeah.
And I'll sit down, and sometimes it gels, sometimes it doesn't. And what I noticed was that I was having trouble with everything sounding too much like me. and I'm saying, I need some fresh blood in here on this stuff, and so that would be really cool, and I would love to do that. And I'd like to say I had a bunch of connections. I don't, but but
we just love
I like to be around good people.
Likewise.
Who do people right. And Lord, I've been accused of all kind of things. I've been on the news. My Lord.
Really?
That's when I found out what the media was like. I knew what they filmed, and I knew what they edited together.
Oh, no.
And I thought, and I had people call, boy, you all right? You all right? I said, I'm fine. I said, anyway. I don't want to get off on that.
Oh, my goodness.
But we've been through a lot of things like that. But
because this whole world, this whole cyber world is so amazing, right? I mean, it's just amazing. Amazing things are happening for you and Tish, and so deserved, and of course. And then there's craziness that comes along with it too. And I will tell you, it makes for good song fodder, because we've had some interesting things, And I've learned to. It's funny coming into this world now and doing the Facebook Live thing, right? Inspired by Robbie Lynn, inspired by you, to do it, and where you're kind of before that. You don't want to look at comments because sometimes the comments cannot be nice, just in general, you know what I mean? Yeah. But then to do this, I mean, that's the whole point of it. It's so cool. In fact, I want to say hi to Timothy. Timothy, our buddy, was watching us.
Hi, Timothy.
Love you. Mwah. And just grateful to everybody. But isn't it funny? But sometimes some of the best songs come from some of the comments. You just never know. But we're going to write. we're totally gonna write.
I think we should. I think we should,
and spend more time. And we're gonna ask Mike and Tish to come out and do our show.
Oh, that would be so
like I
honored.
said, it won't be as fancy, but they'll get to come out and meet our
fancy's
four-legged
not the
children.
deal. Matter of fact, some of my numbers were much better before
Really?
we got all this cool stuff.
Isn't that funny? Because they
But
got
I
cool
still
stuff.
like cool stuff.
The cool
Yeah,
stuff.
the cool stuff is really cool.
I like all this cool stuff.
I had a song, and I went out. You guys may know Aaron Barker.
I know the name.
You know him?
Yeah.
Aaron wrote. He did a lot of writing with Dean Dillon
Yeah.
on George Strait stuff.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I told him he wrote the best what we used to call Christian country song that there's ever been written. Love Without End, Amen, which was
great
about
song.
his son. It's a real story, you know. And he was telling me about it. Just a great guy. And anyway,
Great song.
so I decided, he said, you come out and we'll write. And so I went out there, and he wanted to hear what I had. And I'm thinking, here I am, the little novice, right? You know, I mean, this guy, you know, he wrote the Bluebell song.
Did he really?
And sang it.
Oh, you're kidding.
In Texas. Oh,
He's
yeah.
the Bluebell
He's the
guy.
guy that sings the Bluebell song.
That's cool, man.
And anyway, so
Wow.
I kept singing things that I thought might, you know, I'm looking for a nod of approval. Yeah, let's do something with that. Never did get nothing. And then, and I'm going to sing this song the way I had it when I brought it to him. And I sing this one. He said, well, Mike, he said, that song is totally complete, which was a big, I thought, wow. You wouldn't change no words? He said, no. He said, there's nothing, this song is written.
Oh, that's awesome.
He said, matter of fact, you got a cool, you used the word vapor. He said, I don't. And I'm thinking about this guy, that's all they do is write songs, you know. And he said, man, that's cool that you use the word vapor.
That is a good
So
word.
you'll know. Anyway.
Yeah.
But he said, and I sang it for him, and he wrote the words down just on a little tablet. And he took his guitar, he had one of them little, you know, classical looking guitar, you know.
Oh, cool.
And of course he can play, and I can't, and all that stuff. And he said, see if you like this. Let's change it up just a little bit. And he took it from, you'll see my old George Jones, my traditional roots come out the way I'm going to do it.
Right.
But when he got through, it had moved into a Kenny Rogers
wow.
type thing.
Oh, that's cool.
And I wish I'm going to have to go back and listen to the demo again and figure out how to do it.
How he would.
But he did that, and he liked the song. That's all it meant. So I'm going to do it. It's a song that, as a matter of fact, where Jason Aldean lives right now, out in Columbia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tish and I lived on that farm for about 3 months.
Oh, wow.
And my brother, he's put that house up for sale, and my brother said, does this house look familiar? And I'm thinking, I used to live there, but no, it doesn't. It doesn't look like that. But anyway.
Hey, maybe Jason. Maybe I'll teach the song to Jason.
I don't know. I can't see him going back traditional this much, but anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to sing it the way that I first wrote it, because I can't remember. And Aaron, if you're a listener, you see this, I'm with you. We're going to do it the way. I just can't do it there. I can't remember how it was. But I was saying we were on that farm, and there were some cedar trees that had fallen down, but they got kind of caught, so they didn't go all the way to the ground. So they literally seasoned out and just sitting there. And I love to work on wood, work with wood. So I built a porch swing out of that stuff, just cut it up with a chainsaw, fixed it, and I have one piece of wood in storage right now that I was going to use to make a double rocker for Tish and I.
Right.
That's what I wanted to make. And so I never did get to it. Things happened, whatever. But this is the song. Excuse me.
You get around to it.
I see we still got 50 people hanging in there.
That's awesome. You guys are the
All
best.
right. From a tree on our farm, this rocking chair was born, and it's got two big arms like mine to hold you. Built for two just like our dreams, a place for you, a place for me, to store 1,000,000 memories of our love. 'cause you rock my world, and I'll rock yours. Come rock with me. We can talk about our plans while we're holding hands, or maybe whisper love words with our eyes. Oh, and as the years go by, I'm gonna rock you when you cry, till that smile appears that replays all of the good times. 'Cause you rock my world, and I'll rock yours. Come rock with me. You feel like the first part of forever, and forever does not have a place to end. I read somewhere that life is like a vapor, so let's rock together every chance we get. 'Cause you rock my world, and I'll rock yours. Come rock with me. Come rock with me. Something like that.
That's awesome.
I love that.
And just, you know, and of course, Aaron put his little touch on it. It's amazing how minds work. I told him, I said, man, I want you not to raise on those songs you wrote. You know, Baby Blue, and
Oh, jeez.
just 6 or 7 of them there that, and he said, I'm not a songwriter, I'm just a guy that writes songs. And he points to Dylan, and he said, there's a songwriter. And anyway.
Well, I love that he's humble. Isn't that cool?
He really is, and he's a sweet guy. And if you want to write with him, you'll have to talk to Teresa. That's his wife. She keeps up with his schedule.
Does she really? That's
And
really
he
cool.
gladly lets her take care of things.
That's great.
Really
But
awesome.
he's a great guy. Anyway, I'm still going to
Happy.
build that double rocker for us.
Yeah.
Tish, just hang on. We just got to get a place to put it.
That's
We need
gonna
that
be
porch.
Yes.
Awesome.
There's nothing like a good porch.
Well, folks, I don't know how long. I mean, you know, my counter went off, so
This is so cool.
it's just a lot of fun. But we probably ought to. I don't know. Those people that said they were here to the end, I
Yeah,
think
they're hanging.
They were not
You guys
making
are-
that up.
And we
Y'all are
love you guys. We
troopers.
appreciate
do.
it.
Yeah, thank you
for
so
hanging.
much. And we love you, Mike and
Oh, I
Tish.
love you guys too. And
Appreciate this, you know? It's neat to get to do this crazy thing called music, because it's a crazy, whimsical, wild, and woolly world.
it is, and you know, just good songs that make you think, and you know,
And
I
like
call
you
them
said,
feel
from
good.
here.
Yeah, from here.
That was always like back in the day when we had publishing deals on the row, you know, and it took me a while to kind of figure out that the best thing I could do was just to write this.
Yeah.
Because I was always trying to chase, you know, and,
Yeah.
and learning and not knowing exactly what I was doing. And now, I mean, I don't know if that helped me get more cuts or anything, but it sure made me feel better just going, all right, I'll just write my truth. And
Yeah.
just the authenticity of that. So thank you for your authenticity.
Yep.
Thank you. You guys want to do another one?
You want to do one more?
Take
What
us
you
out of
gonna
here?
do?
We can.
What you gonna do?
Would it be bad if we did a moonshine song?
No, sir, no.
Would that be okay?
That'd be fine with
All
me.
right.
I thought maybe you'd do the Reaper thing, but you know, that's
I
just
think
me.
I'm feeling like I want to do it.
She's feeling some moonshine.
I'll do Reba when the Reba song when Mike and Tish come out
All
to
right,
the house.
all right.
How about that?
I'll try to remember to hold you to it.
All right, so y'all have to sing along. Oh, over there, y'all gotta sing along. And like I said, I really mean it. So if you're ever watching the the Discovery Channel, the show Moonshiners, literally when you hear someone go, and this is how we make the moon shine. That's my Uncle Chuck Miller,
right.
master distiller, and it's worth a Google because you can see my grandparents dancing and making out in a pickup truck.
That's one of my proudest
That's
moments.
like
was to
Sam's
get her
proudest moment about
upper octogenarian grandparents to make out in
No,
the front seat
it's
of that
so
pickup
cute, and
truck.
they're tall
Oh, I
and
bet it
screeching,
is. I bet it
so
is.
Grandpa's still dancing. So I'll send this out to my grandpa. Love you, Grandpa. Jane, stay out the still house. Jane, stay out the still house. I know you love that sweet Virginia corn. Jane, stay out the still house. Jane, stay out the still house. Don't you go around there anymore. Know you like that lightning in a bottle. Know you love the way it makes you feel. Fills you up with whiskey wisdom, takes away your ambitions. Thrilled to find you there and always will. So Jane, stay out the still house. Jane, stay out the still house. I know you love that sweet Virginia corn. Jane, stay out the still house. Jane, stay out the still house. Don't you go around there anymore.
Didn't have a
We
fiddle.
all love to slip off down the holler, holler, dance and sing, sneak a drink or two, 50. When shipping turns, turn it up until you don't know when enough's enough to know the crazy things you do. So I'm begging you, Jane, stay out the still house. Jane, stay out the still house. I know you love that sweet Virginia corn. Jane, stay out the still house. Jane, stay out the still house. Don't you go around there anymore. Banjo. Guitar, banjo sounded like solo up there.
Lucky I don't have a
Sunshine.
banjo.
Hey, next time you might bring the banjo, y'all. So this is where if we had a live studio audience right now, we would say, count of 4, we're gonna ask you guys to sing loud and proud and pretty, because I know you're feeling wild and frisky and you
So
guys
somewhere
all
52
hung in
people are
here
fixing to sing
tonight.
along.
So y'all ready? Count
Yeah.
4, sing loud and proud, the amazing Mr. Mike Daniel. Tish, I wanna hear you in there too, darling rock star cowgirl. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jane,
Stay out of the still house. Jane, stay out of the still house.
know you love that sweet Virginia corn. Y'all sound party.
Jane, stay out of the still house. Jane, stay out of the still house.
Don't you go around there anymore. You know that stuff will put you on the floor.
Yeah. Hey folks, we've had a time tonight. We're not going to just keep. I know you would stay here, Lord. I know you would. But I run out of coffee, and I got to get some more coffee. But anyway, we love you guys. We got so busy, we didn't even run our commercials. We
wow.
forgot.
Oh man. See?
Anyway, that's all right. We'll catch them next time. Sam and Tempe, you see their home in the country sign right there. They're on Monday night at 7:30. Same time we are, Central, 7:30 Central. And you could certainly drop by there and see them. We'll hold your place. Don't worry about it. Just come back. And, you know, that's the beauty of the way I really feel. I don't mind them going to see you guys. I
That's
mean,
'cause
it
you're
doesn't.
super sweet.
I don't.
You're so sweet.
You know, because once again, I think if your heart is right and what you're trying to do, it all works out.
I think so.
And so anyway, I could get
You're awesome.
strung out on
appreciate
something
you.
else.
I'm going, maybe because it's what is it? So it's Tuesdays, every Tuesday,
Tuesdays at
7:30
7:30,
Central
yeah.
Standard Time. But I'm wondering, I mean, we could try to stagger ours and start a little later. We need to talk about that. We'll figure that. But I just appreciate his...
Just whatever.
Your generous heart. Isn't he amazing? So make sure, if you... I mean, all you guys already know about this amazing man, but just keep telling your friends about this wonderful man and the beautiful things he does and his beautiful like Tish does, because this world is about abundance. You're right.
Yeah,
it's about loving each other. There is enough for everybody. There is enough.
And I got it on good inside information that there's some good stuff coming down the pike. The big good stuff, okay?
Yeah?
Just drop that in there.
Oh, we like to hear that.
Anyway, well, I've had a time, and I can't believe it went so fast. It really did. And we went even over farther than we planned on it. But that's okay, because I don't care. I'm having fun. And I'm just glad you guys are so awesome. I mean, you know, that's another thing. Sometimes our number is not what it used to be for whatever reason. But I'm telling you, these people stay with you.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
It's like getting them and they hold and they stay. And that's so cool.
You have someone from Quebec?
Oh, yeah, we have a lot of... Katrina, good to see you. Katrina and Maggie. They're just all these people are so wonderful. They actually, we went to, oh Lord, I'm sorry, I can't help it.
That's great. Someone just
I thought that said 85, and I said, Lord, I never will quit. But anyway, we were at this cowboy church in Texas, Whitney, Texas.
Okay.
And they live in Fort Worth, and so they were coming, and they were going to, and she had to see if she could get off. And Dad has got some physical problems, so it's a big deal for them to just pack up and go. Mm-hmm. And she didn't know if she'd be able to get off, and she went at her job, and the last, you know how she went to the Coke machine, and the last Coke she got said Whitney on it.
Really?
This is the kind of cool stuff that happened with us.
Yeah.
And she said, well, if I was wondering if I was supposed to go, I don't wonder no more.
Yeah.
And
There's
they
my
did,
sign.
and she got off, and they came, and that's when we first met them.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they're just the sweetest people. And as a matter of fact, I get in trouble because she seen me sweating, and she sent me these sweat rags, and I used to use them right, and now I don't use them right. But anyway, but I sure appreciate these people. That's the kind of people that are watching here and stay with us. And we love you guys. We thank you so much for being a part of this. And I want to encourage you to do something for me. Once this repost, it'll be reposted on Facebook. We'll share it around to our fan group. We have a group. And we'll put it on there. It's on YouTube. I would encourage you to invite people to go, say, you need to go to YouTube and watch that. Because it'll be up there, and it's going to be a great show. Like it has been, and I just can't believe it's over. That's a problem.
No, can we just stay here all night?
Yeah, but we got to sit in and get some coffee.
Oh, yeah, there's that. And yeah, and I still have coffee.
She still has coffee. I got to
in
get
my
some.
amazing Manuel coffee cup. I'm so grateful to have it. And
thank you guys once again for being here. And we love all of you. Thank you so much for all that you do. And I want you to know that every CD, every T-shirt, whatever it is that you've bought from these guys or from us, whatever you buy in the future, I want you to know we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We don't ever take it for granted. And we know that there's plenty of things you can do. Facebook is full of stuff. And yet here you are hanging with us for over an hour.
Yep.
And we're so humbled by it. And I'll always be grateful for you guys. All our Canadian friends, all of our people that are across the pond a little farther over, we love you. Thank you so much. We'll see you again. We're off on Friday, so that's tomorrow. And I've got to go out of town. I may be here Saturday, I may not. We'll just have to wait and see. These guys will be around, and check their stuff out. Go to TempletonThompson.com. There's all kind of links there. You can find out about the show there. You can find about videos. And she's just talking about this one CD, but I don't know. She might have some more stuff in there. She's been around a while. They've been making music. So we love you guys. Thank you. So look at the computer says it's been scheduled to go to sleep automatically.
Wow.
I'm scheduled to go to sleep
Are you
automatically.
Hey, our computer's going to sleep. We got to go. God bless you. We love you. Thank you so much.
Love y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
You've been listening to and watching Mission Country on the Road with Mike Manuel. And this show is broadcast on most nights at 7:30 Central Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, and live stream formats.